Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Saturday today, December 7th. Leather Bag Lady weather report. We had a very, very chilly day. We had a couple of hours this morning into the early afternoon where there was quite a bit of snow activity, but it has since stopped, and it is going to warm up a little bit next week, which I am grateful for because I might have to go home. The issue with the furnace, with the propane tank, with the amount of propane that I am using is ridiculous. And I got the absolute shock of my life yesterday. They were not supposed to fill my tank up full, and they did. And I got an invoice for an awful lot of money. So apparently the propane increases in price in the winter. Isn't that price gouging? Isn't that what that's called? Oh my goodness me. So the gentleman that I've been kind of dealing with, he said, I filled your tank because the price is just going up and up and up. And it's going up for them too. Like they're buying it at an elevated price. He said that the propane has gone up 18 to 22 cents a liter since October. So I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of rethinking everything because I am not interested in being gouged just because it's winter. I'm not sure. I'm pretty angry right now. I really am. I got a bill for almost $400 and I just spent almost $300 in October, end of October. So I'm not very happy at all. And I'm just trying to decide whether or not, I mean, if they find something obvious with the trailer and it's going to make it all better, then obviously it's a no-brainer. But if that is the kind of propane usage that I'm getting set up to use over the winter, I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money with, I mean, they've had so much snow in Grand Valley in and around the area. I do believe, I mean, obviously I haven't been there since last Thursday. And all that snow activity has happened during that time. Leather Bag Lady weather report. And yeah, I'm not sure I want to be stuck up there because it really is kind of a stuck up there location. So I don't know. I'm going to rethink some of my original plans, I think. Not that it's going to be that much more expensive than me taking off somewhere for a while. But me taking off somewhere for a while probably includes a bunch of pina coladas and a beach and a pool. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. I mean, Auntie Anna and I are having a great time. It's only been a week. I said to her, don't get all excited. You might be ready for me to leave after a month. But she's like, no, I want you to come back next year. Come back next year. So I don't know. Maybe that might be... maybe I might just end up winterizing it anyway and just be done with the whole thing. And, one tank of propane will see me through the season. I'm not sure. It's left a very bad taste in my mouth, to be honest, just because, when companies, they know you rely on the fuel source for the winter. And, the gentleman at Arthur's Fuels was telling me that the price was actually going down. And then as soon as the, colder weather hit, it skyrocketed. And I just, why? Why treat people like that? The world is financially fucked enough. So why make it worse? Like, I just don't understand why that's the case. So my show didn't happen today. I was scheduled to do a Christmas bazaar from 1 till 4. I showed up with all my goodies. Auntie Anna came with me, really excited to see what this is all about. And they canceled it and did not let some of the people they had invited know. So I was a little pissed off, to say the least. Auntie Anna was so disappointed. She really wanted to come and hang out at a show. So I've got another one on Thursday, which is the last one for the year. So depending on whether or not I'm here, if they find something easily fixable in the trailer, then obviously, we'll get that fixed and I don't need to go back. But if they don't, then I'm going to have to go home. And, it's not a huge bad thing. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with these few items that I have to ship. Not that going home is going to make any difference, but I did sell like a writing case that I didn't bring with me. So that would be not a bad thing to be able to go home and get that. I don't know why I didn't bring it with me, but I didn't because it was on Etsy. So we got some social media news information yesterday that Purelator and UPS are halting some of their acceptance of packages. Now, I think it's with their partners like eBay, that kind of thing. But they're also using, as far as I know, I'm just kind of repeating what I'm reading bits and pieces on social media, so I could be wrong. But they have been so inundated, which makes complete and utter sense, that they're actually using like third-party shippers that they're not really that familiar with because they just need to meet their obligations. And I am not really interested in sending my purses out with companies that these trusted companies don't know anything about. Because what if it doesn't get there? I would rather, I'd rather deal with the customer individually and come to some kind of arrangement. Everybody's been pretty okay. And I think the US news media is covering our strike, quite regularly. So I think, people have access to that information, whether or not we are, legitimately unable to send their packages. I have them all, packaged up, ready to go. I was going to go and just do Purelator or whatever. But now that I know they're kind of not, they're just not running at their normal, in their normal way. I don't want to use it. I really don't. Part of me wants to and part of me doesn't. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, to be honest. So we'll just have to play it by ear and see what happens. Never did I think this strike would still be going. Even the postal worker who lives across the street from my mom never thought that it would still be going at this, at this late stage. It's the beginning of December, but let's face it, they have so many packages laying around. There's going to be such an influx of people trying to get stuff out when and if they do open up prior to Christmas. There's going to be a backlog, weeks and weeks long. So I'm hoping I don't have to start refunding people because that's just, not the point. But us small businesses are really very angry. We really are. We want you guys to have a working wage. Yeah, we want, you make decent money. You get great holidays. You have good benefits. Us small businesses, we got nothing. We got nothing. We rely completely. I'm actually at the point where it has given me enough of a piss off that I probably will use Canada Post as a second option after all this is said and done. I'm going to get off my ass. I'm going to figure out the printer situation. I have a Ship Stallion location in Brampton, which is about an hour away. So, I probably wouldn't move to that situation until I've got enough packages to ship that it makes it worth my while. There is Chit Chats. There's a bunch of other different options. If there's a Chit Chat location in either Shelburne or Orangeville, then obviously that is more reasonable for me. But I haven't really looked into it yet. So, now's the time to do it when I've got all this time on my hands. But I'm kind of hanging out with Auntie Anna. I'm on my phone and Auntie Anna's on her phone and watches things with volume on while we're watching TV, and it drives me insane. So Bruce used to do that all the time. He used to listen to, videos on his phone at full blast while we were watching TV, and it was just like, oh, please stop. It's so annoying. But anyway, not my house, not my say, so I will just deal with it accordingly. And that's that. So that's it for me for today. I'm sleeping in the bed and quite comfortably after the first few days. So that could be, if I go home, I'm not going to be going via St. Catharines because St. Catharines is completely the other way. So if I do go home, I'm not going to have my chair because it's at my mom and dad's. I didn't think it was worth bringing it here. So I will be in the bed if I go home, because if I go home, I'm probably going to be there for 3 or 4 days, I think, unless I need a new furnace. Then I'm not sure what's happening. I could be up there for Christmas on my own, basically, and I really don't want that to happen, because after my little blip with a New Year's Eve commercial yesterday, which kind of brought a little tear to my eye, because I just thought, you know what, 2025 is a completely no husband year. I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him. I haven't seen him since August. I haven't spoken to him in person since August. And it's just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. Like, how do you walk away from somebody that you love, that you married, and just never speak to them again? Like, even if it's not, it's not getting back together now. I mean, he's been with other people and whatever. I'm not interested in that now. But like, how do you just walk away from somebody you were married to and never speak to them again? It's a personality type, and I just don't want anything to do with it. But I'm still sad. And I got a little bit of a shocker yesterday when I saw that commercial, and I was like, oh, don't kid yourself, girlfriend. You're feeling much better, and you're moving on, and that's wonderful, but you're not out of the woods yet. So it gave me a little bit of a nudge, like, don't be stupid. Don't, set yourself up to be there on your own and think you're not going to fall apart, because I will. I know I will. It's just, I'm a very emotional person, really. And I loved my husband. I did. I didn't marry him thinking it would last a year and a month. How ridiculous is that? Anyway, so I guess I just, I got to be careful. I got to be smart. I got to be kind to myself, and I've got to do what's best for me. But I also need a furnace, and I also need heat. Well, I'm hoping I don't need a furnace, but I might need a furnace. Anyway, everybody, that is it for the Leather Bag Lady for today. I had a whole bunch of stuff, some really cute wristlets, some really cute Coach wristlets, and a few really nice bags to take with me today. Didn't happen, but hopefully my show on Thursday will happen. Hopefully I'm here and able to see that final show of 2024 through, and hopefully make another tiny little bit of money just to combat what I am not earning because of the damn postal strike. So anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the night, and I will talk to you soon. I'm saying I'll talk to you tomorrow, whatnot, but it may not be tomorrow. I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.